Good morning, everyone. In regard to the Savanna Marie Greywind missing persons case, as I stated before, we've dedicated a lot of attention to this case, but until Wednesday, we had not yet established a criminal nexus to this case that would allow us to obtain warrants for residence and electronic devices. We were running constant surveillance and investigating several different theories regarding Savanna being held against her will and or her unborn child being induced or removed and possibly alive. Therefore, we were careful about what we were saying or releasing in fear that a suspect or suspects may panic and dispose of them in order to get rid of incriminating evidence. We were hoping the surveillance would produce a result of the possible suspects leading us to where Savanna or her baby were. We were able to develop a criminal nexus on Wednesday, allowing us to put together warrants and a coordinated plan to take William Henry Hone and Brooke Lynn Cruz into custody yesterday at two separate locations and secure apartment number 5 at 2825 9th Street North for a forensic search pursuant to the search warrant we had obtained. The search was conducted by a specialized forensics team. As I said yesterday in my release, our entry and search found a newborn baby girl in apartment number 5 at 2825 9th Street North with Brooke Lynn Cruz. The baby girl was transported by ambulance to a medical facility where she is currently being cared for. Detective interviews with Hones and Cruz indicate the baby girl is Savanna's baby. We are doing DNA testing to confirm the identity of the baby. However, testing and results can take several days. In the interviews, when it comes to the topic of what happened to Savanna, neither Hone nor Cruz will cooperate with our investigation. Both Hone and Cruz invoked their right to counsel and refused to answer any more questions. At that point, we arrested both of them and charged them with Class A felony conspiracy to commit kidnapping. A specially trained search team has combed the area between Broadway and North University Drive and 25th Avenue North and Riviera Heights. However, there may have been areas such as garages, locked-in, fenced-in areas, or outbuildings that they could not check. We would like to ask for the public's help throughout the city on several different fronts. Please check your property, buildings, garages, outbuildings for any sign of entry or any sign of someone having been there. Landlords, please check your vacant apartments that you may have for any sign of entry or evidence that anybody has been there. If you are willing to check dumpsters, we'd ask for the public's help in doing that. However, just make sure you put the garbage back in the dumpster after you're done. We ask in doing all of this that you please respect other people's private property while you're assisting us. Also, if you have seen this Jeep belonging to the people we've arrested on either Saturday or Sunday, please call us and give us the location where you saw that Jeep. If you develop any information from doing these things or have some information, please call our tip line at First Link 701-235-7335. I am willing to answer some questions, but because this is a very active investigation right now, there may be some things I'm not able to talk about.
Chief, can you say where the male was arrested, or he was arrested at, or what the sequence was?
It was done on a traffic stop, I believe, Don, but I don't have the exact location of that. Yes.
Is there anything to suggest that this was a vaginal birth in terms of the crowning or condition of the infant?
We're still doing some forensic examination on that to determine that. Yes, yes, sir.
Can you explain the nature of the three searches that were done before yesterday and how if the baby was in that apartment, they could have produced nothing?
Sure. The first search was done by the initial officer who took the missing persons report. That was a consent search which was allowed by, I believe it was Brooke Cruz at the time. The officer did a cursory search of the apartment looking for Savanna, did not find Savanna. The officer went back later with his supervisor and they did another consent search. Again, did not discover anything. In the follow-up, the detective assigned to this case went and did another or a third consent search of the apartment and again did not find anything. There is the possibility that the infant was not in the apartment, that it may have been moved to a different location. However, because of the lack of cooperation from our suspects in these interviews, that's hard to determine at this time.
Were those three initial searches strictly visual searches?
Yes, they're strictly visual searches. And then this fourth one with the search warrant is a complete forensic search.
This may be a stupid question, but I was asked a question by an attorney this morning, Dave, whether or not is a kidnapping charge filed, is it a joint or is it filed because of the infant or because of Savanna? Do you have evidence?
Well, it's I think a totality of the circumstances there, Don, but that was a charge that the state's attorney advised us to use in this incident. In fact, the state's attorney is just joining us now. Yes, sir.
Have the searches beyond the apartment building revealed anything at all about Savanna's whereabouts?
Not that I'm aware of, and but those searches are continuing. And now we're asking for the public's help in checking their properties, any vacant apartments, and if they've seen this particular vehicle at any locations.
I know the fire department was searching the river this morning. What else is the police department doing today?
We are following up on evidence gained from the warrants of both the residents and some electronic devices, and then targeting our searches to other areas based on the information gathered from those.
Are there other warrants you're going to seek?
At this point, I wouldn't be able to comment on that.
Is the search going to take you outside of that perimeter where you mentioned down to?
Well, I certainly think it has the potential to do that, Don, and that's why I said in my statement, throughout the city, if people could check on their properties, if they're willing to check dumpsters, if they've seen this Jeep anywhere, we would like their assistance on that.
Grand Cherokee? Bill? I don't know. We can find out.
Yeah,
Minnesota plates, it looks like?
yes.
What color would you see that?
Well, at the risk of kind of a grayish green, it looks like to me.